Following the Russia-Ukraine war, the pounds have been sitting comfortably on the 1.212 area since the beginning of March, and this can be represented on the chart with a demand zone identified around this area. So if you allow me to label this for clarity's sake, we will have something like this. Demand zone, give this our green, and we'll put it right inside in the center. Good. So right, we have a demand zone which has been holding price since the beginning of March. Now with this setup we have here, we'll notice that every single time price comes into this demand, we see the projection of the buyers as every single moment we have a minimum of 250 to 300 pips on an average. And this happened also on the month of March, but though was not too effective, but later began in the middle of April, and we saw this move to the upside. Now prices come back to that demand zone, do a reversal setup with a double bottom structure right within that demand zone, and we saw this breakout of structure, and it appears price has come back to retest structure with the hope of a trend continuation to the upside. So with this scenario identified here on the 4 hours time frame, it is pertinent that we have a key level that will guide us going forward into the new week. So looking closely into what we have here and pulling out our line chart, we can bring our key level right into this area where we are looking for an area where there is a merger between the support and resistance sometime in the past. Now let's look at this closely. I think we have it around 1.21650. I think 1.21650 is more precise around this point. So we label this key level at 1.21650, I guess. Yes, 21650. And we have make it golden, then we drop it to the bottom, and we have something like this. So going back to our candlestick chart, then we should be having this area as our key level going into the new week. And what does this mean? It means that this key level shall be our guide into taking a trend continuation to the upside. So with this setup identified here and a bearish trend line we think is has formed around this area, we might be looking forward to a breakout of the trend line, a retest, and a trend continuation to the upside. However, to see things more clearly, we'll need to scale down to a much lower time frame, let's say the 1 hour time frame. So on the 1 hour time frame, what we have here is more of an inverse head and shoulder look-alike. As we saw this impulse move during the course of last week trading session, we saw price moving here, we saw the head forming, and then we see something like the shoulder, the right shoulder, and then we anticipate a breakout of structure, a retest into structure as a confirmation for a trend going to the upside. So with this setup identified here on the 1 hour time frame, we will want to highlight this area and make sure we know that this is our reversal setup we've just found on this time frame. So with the reversal setup found on this time frame, we need to identify a neckline for this reversal pattern. And if we look closely and zoom into our line chart, we will have somewhere around here standing as our neckline of structure. And if we give our neckline a purple, then we return back into so we'll be having something like this. Let's make it more good. So with this structure, then we will be looking forward to a signal in the form of a breakout of structure, a retest into structure, which will give us a confirmation of a trend continuation to the upside. So with this regard, we'll place our pending order right above this area to take on the signal. Then if we price moves in our favor, we'll lock in profit to break even, and we are looking for structures in such a way that price comes back into the neckline for signal opportunity for a trend continuation to the upside. So with this being said, we want to be looking at a take profit target of where. So now if we bring out our position size at this point and we want to look for a take profit target from this point, then we can go back to our daily time frame where we'll be looking for, as you can see in the past, we've had structures, we've had movement from the demand zone that moved over 200 to 50 pips thereabout. As you can see, every single time price does that, we experience something like that. So what this means is we'll be having a supply zone around this area, which has been holding since the month of March. And there is a tendency that this area will be an accumulation for sellers one more time. So in that regard, we want to be looking at this area as our take profit target on the main time. And if we extend our position size, we can be having something like around 1.235, which falls around 140 pips thereabout. So in that regard, we want to be looking for a take profit target 1.23500, and then we have our stop loss right below the neckline structure we identify on the 1 hour time frame, and that will give us around 40 pips thereabout. So give me a moment at this point. I'll pause the video and let's see how price action reacts in the next couple of hours. And then definitely I'll always share an update in the comment section of my TradingView account as time goes by. So thank you for watching and do have a wonderful day.